up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need it.
It's week 10 of the 2022 season, and the focus goes to Rasul Douglas, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Packers and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we hit week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside to 5. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the catch, no catch controversy. But, of course, the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy, and that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl win. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and now 2 yards to go on third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The Packers at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
You always worry about those small receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, they have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Give him 3 on the game there, 2nd and goal. Elliott. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Elliott, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A Packers offense here for their second drive. And the squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC, but when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did. Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carried by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Elliott. Shifts by him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The kick by Lambeau is good, and 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we move past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been. And in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe.
Touchdown, Packers! Even later in his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Take it in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Prescott on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside give to Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott from the gun on third. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. That's caught again by Schultz. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tonyan. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Rodgers again now. Got a man, it's Tonyan. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime to get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. It's Ridley. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Rodgers. And incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Cooper Kupp halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Here's Prescott. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 1st down, Prescott. And it's complete, right back to Ridley. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at Lambeau. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, 34 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun again to Elliott. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On second down, Elliott. Oh, able to avoid him. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Elliott, toss right. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Now this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 4 yards out. And the Packers get a bit closer. Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. On 3rd down, Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads
to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 12, 25 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Dallas, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they dropped to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.